We got 3 dogs here. All 3 of them look like Labradors, but only 2 of them are Labradors. So that's contestant number 1 with the big head. That's contestant number 2. And this guy sniffing the floor is number 3. You tell me which dog is not a Labrador. Let me get you a closer look. Okay, that's contestant number 1. He's got a very big head. Looks like he could be part Rottweiler. Okay, that's contestant number 2. Now she looks like a lab, but look at the color. She looks like she could be part Bichla. That's contestant number 3. He looks like a lab, right? Which one of these dogs is not a Labrador? I'll give you a hint. The one that's not a Labrador is a Pit Bull, but they were told when they got the dog, it's my dog now, but they were told it was a Labrador. Is it this one? The big-headed one? He looks like he's got a Pit Bull head. This middle one, is that the normal color for a lab? Or this one down here? Is it 1, 2, or contestant number 3? I'll give you one more look. It's contestant number 1. It's contestant number 2. And contestant number 3. Which one's not the lab and it's the Pit Bull? Just so that you all know, that's very common. If you go to animal shelter, they're going to tell you that the dog isn't a Pit Bull, but it is. That's my dog, the one with the big head. That's Ike. He's from a very famous line of dogs. He's an Aquarius Labrador. His dad was the winningest Labrador in the history of the breed. That's Ike. He's full-on lab. That's how they're supposed to look. He's English stock. He's from a show line. Contestant number 2, that's Riley. She's a Labrador. She is a red fox Labrador. She's a yellow lab is what she is. Now yellows come almost white colored or they come darker like this. I love this color. It's almost like the color of a Vizsla. And contestant number 3 is our fake Labrador. They were told he was a Labrador when they got the puppy in the animal shelter. He did a board and train. This is a dog that was dumped on me. And when I went over, they said he was a lab. I went over there and looked at him. I'm like, I didn't tell him, but I'm like, that's not a lab. That's a pit mix. You know, he's a great dog. He's a house dog. He can catch a frisbee. He's fine. You know, he's a good dog. There's a lot of good dogs that they say are labs. They aren't labs. Is he appropriate to hunt with? No, not really. But he's great for frisbee. You know, he's real wiry. His coat is real short. You know. Riley and Ike's coat is totally different. Riley and Ike's body types are totally different. You know, Ike has much more weight on him than like Brew. Brew, like around the haunches, he's kind of real sunken in like a Pit Bull. Same thing with Riley. She has more weight on her. She's not as sunken in. It's more going straight back. Let me show you what I mean about Brewster. Hang on. Okay, look at Bruce. See how he's built? That is not the body of a Labrador. Totally different. Let me show you Ike. Here. Sit. Here. See Ike's body? See? Totally different. I'll show you Riley. Brewster, what are you doing? Brewster's being bad. Here, Ike, heel. Sit. And Riley is like Ike. Except Riley is hunting stock, so she has longer legs. See? Sit. So that's the difference between Riley and Ike, is that Riley is hunting stock, where Ike is show stock. And he's an English type Labrador with shorter legs. He's more like a little stump. Riley's taller. She's bred more for like field work. She could be used for quail, pheasant, anything like that. You know, ducks, you know. The coloring's great. That coloring is great too. That, you know, is great camouflage for just about any duck hunting situation. So is Ike, you know. Black is great in swamps. It is, because the black color, I think it's called Mush King. It's like that real dark soil. Ducks and geese can't see Ike. It just blends in. So would Riley. She would be like the same color as like cattails. Cattails in the fall. You know, she'd blend right in. And then there's Brewster. Brew, sit. Come on, Brew. Here, sit. Now Brewster got dumped on me, but I've never regretted taking the boy. He was, you know, he was here, he did a board and train when he was a young puppy, and then they were boarding him all the time, and then they stopped returning phone calls and stuff, stopped making payments. I thought he was going to get dumped during the board and train, so he was with me so long. I was like, I thought about putting him in the system, you know, and I'm like, why? You know, why? He's lived with me like almost his whole life. So, never regretted taking Brew. He's got a good temperament, you know, he likes Billy the Hedgehog, and like I said, he can catch a frisbee and those basic obedience commands. He has pica, you know, which is a bummer. If your dog has pica, you have to watch him. You should have an e-collar on him a lot. Make sure that pica is when dogs eat non-food items. It's very dangerous for dogs. It's common in dogs. They'll eat socks, rocks, sticks. I have to watch him constantly. That's another reason why I kept him. I figured he was safer. Being with me as a professional, I'm sort of like in that zone all the time. So if Brewster's outside, I keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't eat anything inappropriate. You know, it's a difficult kind of dog to have with pica, but it gets better as long as you stay on top of him. And he is, he's better. He's cute, right? He's a good pit. There's a lot of pit bulls in animal shelters. There's a lot of, everybody's like doing whatever. They're not sitting like they're supposed to, that's all right. There's a lot of dogs out there that are pit mixes. They make great pets, they really do. Unless you want to do something specific with your dog, do you really need a breed? Or can you just get like a mixed breed, like a pit bull? That's all a pit bull is a mixed breed dog with a lot of terrier in it. Look at everybody just, they didn't stay at sit, but they're chilling. Sit. Look at Riley. Riley and Ike get along great. Ever since this dog was a puppy, this is from the line of dogs that I've considered ever since I met Riley, getting a relative of Riley's. Riley likes Brewster. Riley likes just about everybody. You know, all three of these dogs are good with other animals. You know, she likes Brewster a lot. Everybody likes Brewster. You know, he's good, but he's not a Labrador. He's a pit mix. See? Look at Riley. She's cute. She's real cute. Riley's about a year older than Brew. Well, if you guessed Brewster was not the Labrador, you were correct.